Muhammara is a classic Syrian dip recipe. All of you hummus lovers out there, you will love this recipe. Don't get me wrong, I love hummus and I don't think one day goes by without me eating some. But I always love to mix it up. It's really nice to try some new dips, and this dip is so good and so easy. All you really need to do is roast the peppers and then mix it with everything else. And the combination of flavors, the breadcrumbs and the garlic and the peppers, the roasted lovely peppers with everything else just goes so beautifully together. Oh my god, and it's just such a delicious dip. So if you're out there and you kind of want to try a new dip, then this is the dip for you, because it is so easy, so delicious, and yeah, just amazing. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, then please hit the button down below, because I will be posting new delicious vegan Middle Eastern recipes every Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. So let's start with the preparations. The preparations are so quick and easy. Usually it takes much time. All we need to do is chop up the peppers, whack them in the oven, and squeeze the lemon and crush the garlic. So let's get started. So first you want the reddest pepper you can find, so your Muhammara can have that deep, beautiful red color. So you want 2 peppers. Some people do this on the hob, like you would do an aubergine. For baba ghanoush, so you would just like charcoal it on the hob, and then it would get really nice and soft, and then you can blitz it all together. But the reason why I'm not doing that is because I know that not everyone has a gas hob, but if you guys want to do it on the hob, then you can easily do it like you would do an aubergine for a baba ghanoush. So you can't do it on any hob, obviously it has to be a gas one. Oh, I love it when there's like a baby pepper in the pepper. So cute. So Muhammara means, Ahmar in Arabic means red, but Muhammara means like golden brown. Is it that? Like, not golden brown, but like you say if you want to roast the veg and you want them to get that nice color, that nice golden color, you say بتحمرهم. So this is all about tahmir, but also about the color red, because this dip is as red as it can get. Right, I say that's chopped pretty good. Let's whack that in, and then let's do the next one. So you want to preheat your oven on 200 degrees or gas mark number 5 while you're chopping, just so the oven is all nice and preheated when you whack in those lovely peppers. Alright, let's whack that in the oven now, but first we just want to add a little bit of oil on it. Now let's whack it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, but keep your eye on it. You don't particularly want it to go golden brown. You just want it to get nice and tender, so when we blitz it, it gets really smooth. Alright, now that our peppers are cooking in the oven, we just want to do the garlic and the lemon. So we want 1 clove of garlic, a big chunky one I say, sprinkle of salt to make it pasty. If you guys don't have a crusher, then I would suggest that you just peel the garlic clove and put it in the blender first thing, and then it just gets really blitzed, and then add the walnuts and everything else. Yeah, it just makes it really easy. You just add it in, and then yeah, the blender does all the work. And then we want half a lemon. Alright, done with the preparation. So now what we want to do is just put stuff together. Well, first we want to toast the walnuts and breadcrumbs, but that's it really. Right, so now we just want to toast the lovely walnuts. So you're going to put it on a medium heat. So some people toast walnuts in the oven, but I think it's so easy to burn them that way, because there's always that, like, you know, millisecond or like a couple of seconds when it's perfect, and it's really hard to monitor that when it's in the oven. So you just want to add a cup of walnuts, and then you want to add a little bit of olive oil on top, and we just kind of want to roast them for 5 minutes. You'll be able to smell them. Once they smell roasted, just add them. You don't want to over roast them. You don't want it to have a very strong roasting flavour. You just 5 minutes. You'll be able to smell it. So for those of you who don't have a measuring cup, 1 cup equals 128 grams. So you need 1 cup of walnuts or 128 grams. Oh, it's smelling so lovely already. Oh, you can see that this walnut still has its thing. Oh, cracking walnuts and eating them off the land from the tree is possibly one of my favourite things in the whole wide world. Oh, after school there was this massive walnut tree near us and we just used to go there and get a massive rock and just smash it all day. I gotta say, fresh walnuts, when I buy them and I crack them open, are one of my favourite things, and I don't understand why almonds didn't make it. Like, walnuts are worldwide, but why not almonds? Fresh almonds and cracking them open is one of the tastiest snacks in the world, and I can only eat it when I go to Palestine. Alright, that'll do. We don't want to burn them. Yeah, that smell nice and toasty. Alright, let's put that in a bowl to let it cool down. Alright, so now we want to do the breadcrumbs. So you want not a cup of breadcrumbs as well. So as we said, oh god. As we said, a cup equals 128 grams. Memorize this and keep it in your memory. Of course you can get gluten-free breadcrumbs. So you want to put it on a medium heat, and then you want to whack in the breadcrumbs. They're very red breadcrumbs, these ones, aren't they? Alright, I think that will do. You can see that they've gone quite darker now. We definitely don't want to burn them. Yeah, that'll do indeed. So now let's just add them here so they can get nice and cool. Alright, now we want to get those bad boys out of the oven. So they were there for about 17 minutes. Of course it would take much less time if you do it over the hob, but I know that a lot of people don't have a gas pot hob, and sometimes I like putting things in the oven and just leaving them and carrying on doing stuff that I need to do for my day. So you just want to put them in a bowl, and then we're going to cover them up with cling film just so that extra moisture makes them extra soft. So of course you don't have to add this in the text, Jude. You can use 2 medium-sized peppers or a pepper jar. So yeah, you just get a pepper jar and you add it in. Or you can use Pepper's paste, which is very easy to get and find. I personally always would choose to use fresh ingredients. The fresher the better. So yeah, you can either use peppers already roasted from a jar, so that makes it literally so much quicker, or as I said, you can use the paste, but as I said, I personally would always choose to use fresh ingredients for that extra better taste. I genuinely do believe that the fresher you do everything, the better it tastes. Right, let's leave that for just a couple of minutes and then we can start blending things together. Right, now we want to put stuff together, only the best bit. So first let's start with adding the walnuts and the breadcrumbs. Right, let's blitz that together quickly, but let's add the garlic with it as well. So you want 1 clove garlics, or 2 if you like garlic specifically. Now we want to add the lovely peppers, the star of the show. They're all nice and soft now. Right, now we want to add the spices as well. So we want 1 teaspoon of paprika, not smoked, just normal paprika. And then we want 1 teaspoon of cumin, salt, pepper. As I always say, pepper helps us get the nutrients out of our ingredients. And then we want 1 tablespoon of molasses and 1 tablespoon of tahini. If you can't find molasses, then just use 2 tablespoons of tahini. If you can't find tahini, then just use 2 tablespoons of molasses. Pomegranate molasses is all molasses is a very big part of our cuisine, and mixing it with tahini is a very famous like a little snack or breakfast. So you just add you add a bit of molasses to a bit of tahini, and then you mix it together and you dip it with bread. It's delicious. I think that's like one. My sister's obsessed with that. She loves that tahini and that molasses combo. Everything. Oh no, let's not forget about the lemon juice. Not the lovely lemon juice. So yeah, we should have already squeezed half a lemon and we just want to whack that in. Lemon, garlic and tahini is the basis of a lot of our food, as you probably have already noticed. Right, let's blitz that. I love mixing things. It's just so much fun. And then you've got yourself like a butter or a paste or a dip. It's great. So once in a while, just, ooh, that's looking really nice. Just scrape it down, make sure that everything is getting nice and mixed. And you just want to keep mixing it. Oh my God, that smells insanely good. Just keep mixing it until it gets nice and creamy. But if you feel like it's not getting creamy, then always add just a little bit of tahini or molasses to give it that extra creamy texture, because we have put a lot of dry ingredients here. We have put a lot of breadcrumbs and a lot of walnuts. So yeah, if you don't feel like it's creamy enough, always just add a little bit. Oh, I forgot to add olive oil. Oh my God. Yeah, you either add tahini, molasses, or just olive oil. Olive oil is so good at making things much more creamier. This olive oil is from Palestine. Oh yeah, look at that. Sometimes adding that extra olive oil just helps it. Oh my God, it just smells so good. I just want to eat it now. Of course, we're still going to have to chill it. Let's mix it a little bit more, and then after that, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to add a little bit more salt. Right, that looks perfect to me. Obviously, it's not going to be the same texture as hummus, but it will be bitter because it has walnuts and breadcrumbs. But yeah, that looks really good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in a plate and leave it to cool for a little bit, and then I can, once it's cooled and chilled, I can add some olive oil and some lovely spices on top. But other than that, I think this is the texture that you want, and yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Of course, if you do want it to be creamy, you can always add a bit more olive oil and more liquids, but I think for me this is perfect. This is the one I remember eating when I was young. And we're all done. As we say in Arabic, صحتين وعافية. You can sprinkle it with some lovely olive oil, some ماء and za'atar on top, and you can eat it with some pita bread or carrots, or just add it to your lovely sandwiches. Don't forget to tag me or send me a picture if you do attempt to make this or any of my other recipes, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because I will be posting new delicious vegan Middle Eastern recipes every Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned.